Alright. Skip this. There we go. I was beginning to fear burning out a little bit on playing Final Fantasy VIII. It's a little out of my uh, scope of enjoyment, really. I guess you could say I'm not a big fan of these classic JRPG style games. They kind of demand, I don't know, 80 hours on average. Second floor, I do remember that. I do remember everything that we did. And there's nothing much to say. I mean, we're all set up to come back to play this. But yeah, we're about 7 parts in, like over 2 hours each, almost, kinda. We've been playing for... Let's see if I remember the menus. We've been playing for 8 hours. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Why are they near death? What happened there? Oh well. I do want to check out Renoa, so we're gonna... Why? Why is that a fucking thing? Why can't you just... Can't switch members. Great. Okay, well, never mind that. So... yeah, great. Awesome. I hate this interface. I'll be honest with you. Least favorite part about this game. Yeah, status doesn't even tell me GF. Okay, I gotta have a separate menu for that. Anyway, it's getting to me a little bit. It's still not gonna tell me who is using this GF. Why did it take him off? I just switched it around twice. Okay, well that's enough of that. I'm gonna be here all day and I'm gonna be complaining. It's not a good day for this, honestly. Just let me have more party members. Second floor, there's no map or anything, so... No signage, either. I'm gonna move this chat over to live chat. Hasn't been a problem. But you never know, there could have been a lot of like messages I would have missed across the months since I stopped using live chat. Reception upstairs on the right. So let's see how far we can get in this episode because, again, yep, we're getting there. Because again, it's gonna be, you know, there's a lot to see, a lot to do in this game. There's a lot of random encounters. It's gonna eat up time too. Reception room, okay. Wait for the master. I could explore a little bit more, but I mean, again, I just want to get through this game. I was looking at the achievements too, and it's like, Jesus Christ. There's so much card stuff and so much like draw stuff I could have been doing, but it's like... It's just confusing to get through with this game. It doesn't really make much sense to me half the time. Especially with the draw system and the card system. And I've been drawing stuff. You've seen me play it. I just don't know how you would even get the cards and do stuff like that. I'm not going to start reading guides either. That kind of defeats the purpose. Well, that was quick. The lamp is safe. The attack on the president and Timber was classified as an independent action. Yes, by a singular idiot who's not even a seed member. Sentence has been carried out. Why are we surprised? He did this to himself. And why the hell does Renoa care at all? He sacrificed himself for the forest owls. He didn't do any of that. It was your group that got Cypher involved in all this. This is one of those moments where I think we're supposed to know something that we don't actually know. Because at what moment, at what point did Cypher get involved in any of this? He literally just showed up and attacked the president of his own volition. Maybe she explained it right after that. I should go rewatch that episode, but it's like, it's not coming to me at all. Don't think of it as Cypher sacrificing himself for you. Why are we giving a shit about Cypher right now? That's actually what I want to know, like 100%. Why do we care about the guy that's been an asshole this whole time for like the 10 so hours that we've been playing up to this point? Reading that also makes me not want to go on with this stupid ass love game, I guess. Considering it's the main point, it's one of those things that you know about this game, coming in blind. You know, just by seeing, even look at the title screen. There's a reason I have him on the thumbnail too. What am I reading? You know, I'm a big romance novel and romance, like, manga enthusiast. If one of my stories ended up starting like this, with Renoa and Cypher and you know, the main character being... Oh, fuck me, what's her name? With our main character, Squall, here, I would not immediately drop the story. I would just think it's a drag to read on. And with the way it's going, I would potentially still drop it, but I know it's gonna go a different way, so it's not like I'm gonna drop this game just because of that. But it is quite obnoxious. It's really stupid. It's really horrible to read through anyways. From a romance story enjoyer, I guess. Nobody here has any good memories of Cypher, besides the imagined whatever the hell Renoa has in her head. Well, he wasn't really a bad guy. Yes. Yes, he was. For all the time we've known him, he's literally been an asshole to everyone around him. You really hated Cypher, didn't you, Zell? I'm sure Cypher did not give a single shit about either of us, regardless of if we were from the same garden or not. Like, am I missing something? Am I supposed to care about Cypher at this point? I know nobody's watching right now, but I mean, that's like one of the biggest thoughts in my head right now. Am I supposed to be crying for him or something? Or feeling a single little bit of, I don't know, anything? Because so far the game has failed to do that 100%. I mean, I guess I wouldn't wish him to die, but he brought it upon himself. You know? Squall was this and that, using past tense, saying whatever they want. I get that. Still, he deserved punishment of some sort. It was all his actions, too, so, you know. It is what it is. Can I get out of this now? Can we get on with the game? And just not mention Cypher ever again? I have to talk to anybody else? Not for me. I won't have it. Yeah, I get what Squall's, coming from. Alright. Never mind, I don't get what the hell Squall's talking about. Nobody's coming after him, what are we mad about? The master here seems to have a business relationship with the headmaster at Balam Garden. I hear it's one of those under-the-table sketchy deals, though. Alright, so, Robin Williams is having dealings with the master here? I don't know what that means. We haven't actually heard anything about this garden, so I don't know anything else other than there's a master, and it's in the bad guy country, quote-unquote. Okay, I guess I'm exploring now. I don't want to waste any more dumbass time that I already have on Cypher. You don't know how pissed off I'll be when he is revealed to still be alive. And if he's a party member for some reason, well, you'll never see him in any of my playthroughs. Okay, how the hell did I get in here? What? Where's the exit? Please don't do this to me. Is there like a specific... There it is. Why would that be so hidden? That's... Okay, that's terribly done, actually. No, I don't want to go there. Yeah, this is why I was a little apprehensive. I mean, I'm not big on these long-winded JRPGs that require so much commitment, at least not when it comes to streaming it. And even if I did record this as a video instead, I would be spending it so much time cutting out a lot of pretty much nothing happening, kind of like this right now, which I guess would be ideal, but then again, I'm having a much better time recording Fire Emblem, at least when I still was. I'm still getting up to the point where I was before. But something like this, it would be me cutting out like half of the entire recording session, which is a bit of a shame, but still, it's locked. This shit's locked. Do you know much about Galbadia? No, I don't. It's the power nation of the West, with Daeling City as its capital. Timber and Windhill are also affiliated. Technically, this garden is within Galbadian territory, but gardens are basically neutral. No, it's not that hard to explain. It's like... It's an organization within a foreign entity. It makes sense. It's not that difficult. It's just called Galbadian Garden because it's within the Galbadian area. But look at these morons. Is that Zell? What the hell? Don't run in the hallway. Give me some push-ups now. What the hell is he doing? I guess he came out looking for me. Anyway, what I was trying to get to with talking about this game and streaming it and doing all this stuff with a game as big as this is I'm gonna be spending so much time playing it. I'm gonna end up, you know, complaining about a lot of things, which I do regardless of the game. But the more time I spend here, the more I start to notice. Shell. What is that? I'll take it. Sounds like a defensive thing. Pretty odd to have a Panopticon style school, but I'll give it a pass. A save point. Might as well. Resting area would be pretty cool too. I gotta heal at some point. We're still using our second memory card. I cleared out some space, but you know, I might be using it for a different game or something. We're getting paid quite often too. We just got paid about 10 minutes ago. So I wonder if it's running off the in-game clock or if it's like a different time frame that it's using. Alright. It's not this way. Not that there's any direction given to me or anything, I'm just going around the entire garden. Don't really get what Squall's going for either. Raijin. Yo, Squall. Oh, your Cypher's dummies. Well, you look nice. Raijin looks pretty cool at least too. I'm a messenger, you know? Brought you a new order from Headmaster Sid. I don't know. Give it to the head honcho here. Just did what Headmaster Sid wanted. We got a message, and we gotta give it to the master. Got it. Explain. We were supposed to go to Timber, but the trains have stopped, so we had no other choice but to come here. Relieved to see you guys. What are you talking about now? Why does she speak like this? Why am I worried about these idiots? She looks pretty cool, but I mean, she's a Cypher groupie. I really don't care. Please get out of my sight. I'd rather go back to, what's-his-face, the Galbadian soldiers. Although they're probably not going to see him for a little while, considering how they ended up last time. Yeah, don't care. So I guess he gave us a message to give to the headmaster? In front of the gate, okay. I'm assuming they gave us an item to report from Sid because they didn't actually tell me anything. Oh, that's a really nice looking uniform. Did our garden have that? I don't remember what our garden uniforms look like. Alright. Oh, you got it. What is that? How did a car come out of the gate even though the gate doesn't even fit more than 2 people at once? It doesn't make any sense. That's cute, I guess. Martine. I have official orders from Headmaster Sid addressed to you. Following regulations, I've gone over the orders. Consideration of our options, we have decided to fully assist and cooperate with Sid. Actually, we two have been planning for this for quite some time now. In order to stress the importance of the mission, I must first brief you on the current situation. At ease. Sorceress being appointed as the peace ambassador for the Galbadian government. Since the cover-up, there's no peace, it's only threats. Yeah, typical trope, typical stereotype, typical character in some of these titles, yep. No need to explain any further. World domination, wow. Yep, makes sense. Gardens are private entities. They're not exactly in it for the nation. I guess we can trust this guy. questions. The orders say by means of a sniper. We have no one with that skill. Don't worry about it. Let me introduce an elite sharpshooter from Galbadia Garden. Irvine Kinius. Irvine. Interesting CGI. We haven't seen these in a while, actually. What the hell is he holding? This is Irvine. He'll be your sharpshooter. What are you doing? Leave when you're ready. Can I read the orders? You didn't tell me what to do. Besides, maybe stop the sorceress, I would assume. Our next mission. This is no ordinary mission. It's a direct order from both Balam and Galbadia. We're to... Let me guess. Yeah. I mean, I already said it. I was gonna make a Metal Gear Solid joke saying, I'm no hero. I'm just an old killer, hired to do some wet work. We're to shoot her from afar. Kinius will be your sharpshooter. Support him to the fullest. Easy peasy. If the sniper fails, we go head on. I like Irvine already. Gonna keep him in the party. You know, forget Renoa. Meet up with General Caraway to go over the details. Okay. We're going to Delia City or whatever. Oh, then. We'll need to choose a party trip for the Daling City trip. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay. How's this? What an asshole. Yeah, that's no good. I'll decide. Well, he's a cool jackass. He's no Cypher. I'll give him that. We need to heal. I really fucking hate how this game doesn't auto-heal your characters after, like, events and stuff. I'm gonna have to go back in. Maybe there's like an inn or, I don't know, a bed or something, anything. This game can't be that obnoxious with that, please. We've only seen one inn, and we can't even go back to it. Whatever. Squall, Irvine, Quistis, whatever. I'm liking everybody here. Renoa is gonna have to stay on the benches until she gets over Dickface over there, who's probably dead, or knowing games like this, probably he's actually alive with the sorcerers or some stupid shit. But yeah, magic, I guess ranged, and normal, I don't know. Junction. You know what? Give him your junction. There. Excellent choice, Mr. Leader. I just did it. You don't really need to explain how to do it. I could skip that. For some reason, you gave me multiple partners, but only now do I get the choice to actually change my party around, I guess. Again, I'm keeping points on this game. I'm telling you. It's gonna be a rating at the end of the game. Might as well start healing now. In case we need it. Have we ever gotten anything new? Oh, there's the magical lamp. I'll use that. Remedy, screw, stone. That's all weapon stuff that I don't get how to use so far. Circle stuff is weapon stuff. We have books, usable item, healing. It looks like a unique icon. This is all garbage I would have thrown out and cut out of the video if I did record this, but you know how it is. I'm gonna save my game real quick. Well, he seems to have ammo usage, but I don't know how you would switch it around. I guess those are the only two ammo types available. So there's no point. I was hoping this save would be a little bit closer too. I guess that's my fault for not remembering correctly. Alright, Dahlia City. I really wish I had a map. Because now we're going to be aimlessly as well, looking around the entire area just to find a city, I guess. Please tell me that's an event. I didn't actually walk into the thing. Are you kidding me? I didn't walk in there. Pretty sure I didn't. I guess I can't go that way. What if I just take a train? Did that make any difference? Wow, that's a terrible font. Galbadia Station. Man, this sucks. What does? You know, the war. You can tell the country's starting to go, yeah. Yeah, and the sorceress. Yeah. Do I gotta, like, buy a ticket, or what am I doing here? Uh, 3,000 gil to board for Daling City. Okay, yeah. All we had to do was get a train. Got it. This makes it much better. Would have had a fit if I had to start roaming around. Yeah, you like trains. Go have fun, I guess. What do you got? I don't know which one to choose. You can choose my instructor. Thank you very much. I mean, let him be. Let me do something. I could just sit here and wait around. That's what I'm getting from this. I can't go anywhere. Why are we laughing? Oh, we were gonna separate by group, I guess. They didn't really make that clear, but, you know. So what do we do about him? Seems like a nice guy. Why not, Zell? Irvine just kind of went off. Shouldn't you check? He's gonna be in the guest room, I guess. Am I gonna... No, she's right there. I was about to be afraid for a second. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy. I'm not reading that. I don't know. Selfie seems cute and funny. As long as she's happy. I don't really care. Not gonna be canonical with Squall anyway, so whatever. Not like I care. Get used to handling pressure while you still can. Because that's one way to look at it. Can I not go in? Nah, he's just a Brock character. Not really worried about him. Super nice guy, it's just a little too down bad. The hell? What, did Zell like break the ground or something? What happened? Oh look, it's it's France. Oh god, this music though. Not a big fan of this. Stand behind the white line. Can't speak to him. This music is super loud. As opposed to like all the other ones. What is that to my right? We're heading for Caraway's mansion. Kira's back up from Galbadia Garden. Yep. I thought he was gonna say something. He just kind of walked up to me like that. It's kind of weird. Okay, we're looking for a mansion of the mayor, I think. The bus headed for Caraway's mansion. That's an ugly bus. What is this, a SpongeBob episode? What the hell happened? Daling is the name of the president here. He's so plain when it comes to fashion. Talk to me once it's here. What an asshole. I didn't even have to read that. You know, if you take away that background, like, I don't know if that's bass or something, like this tune right now, sounds like a Pokemon soundtrack. Like a classic soundtrack. Press triangle to get off. Caraway is, are we here? Is that how this works? General Caraway's mansion is right through here, but I can't let you just walk in. He's been informed of our arrival. Oh, he's a general, okay. The city's general? I don't know. The Tomb of the Unknown King. All I gotta do is go there. Real simple, but you gotta bring back proof that you were there, a code number. Maybe many students like you who wish to call on General Calloway. There was a student from Galbadia Garden yesterday who has yet to return from the test. Located northeast of the city. Oh, for fuck's sake. Find what you're looking for shortly after you go in. ID number should be written on it. We're gonna try... And we have a map. Cool. We can't leave because we'll, you know, lose points. How much money do I have? Okay, I guess we have to leave. How do I leave the city? Please don't tell me this is a big open area city. Please. Shopping arcade? No. How do I leave? Dealing station. Caraway's mansion. How do I leave the city? It's not what I wanted. Oh, great. A big old open area. Okay, I don't care. Is any of these enterable? Yes. Oh, God. Oh, well, at least it's just a shop. At least. Revive the GF. We have a few of those. Might need to buy more of that. I'm happy with that. Remodel means make better, I would assume. Not exactly giving me much here to work off of. I can't see what's anything. Strength 22, 22, it's the same exact number that... Okay, well, we'll come back to that at some point. Anything else here enterable? No. I can barely see myself. How do you get out of this city? This doesn't make any sense. I don't need the hotel. I can probably use it as an inn, but it costs money, so... Shopping arcade, no. We're back at the main area. How do I get out of here? What is this? Where are we? Rent a car? Where are we? Thank God. The world map music. Can't believe I'm happy to hear this. Okay. So how the fuck am I supposed to know what northeast is? Is this like... Is this actually centered properly? Well, alright, northeast. I think they said northeast. It could have been northwest. No, that looks like a dungeon in the background. You see that? I'll be honest with you. Forced encounters like this were a horrible idea back then, and they're a horrible idea now. I'm gonna give all these to my magic users. As I still have zero clue what any of that does. At least in relation to, you know, cards and stuff like that. Magic. Exchange. Take all magic from other members. Okay. No, that's not what I wanted. God damn it. Keep backing out. Yep, my dear selfie, you are so much more important than every other character right now. In a protective way. What was I gonna look at? Status, I guess. No, that's... Obviously, it wouldn't be that simple. 46 and 10, so how do I even use Scatter Shot? They didn't really give me a way to use that. I'm gonna take a look at his attacks again. Because I want to know if I'm actually using the ammo, or if, like, what the hell is going on. It was like 48 and 10, I think. Because I don't mind buying ammo, honestly. He's got a shotgun. He's not gonna snipe. Well, I mean, he could, but it's not really the same. How would he shoot with the scatter shot? What? I must be missing something. 46, so he is using the ammo. Why 46? We only shot once. So that doesn't make any sense. What am I missing here? Where's... You know we have like a quip or something like that? Am I missing something? I can't even use the ammo. That doesn't make any sense. There's no equip menu. I could have sworn there was. I could have sworn there was an equip menu. Sure. I guess. I guess we have a lot of thunder to use. Makes sense. Why don't you have anything? And why can't I see Rough Divide? Why can't I see what GF you have? Why is this fucking menu so difficult? Junctioning. GF. Alright, Shiva. But we don't have anything for some reason. Oh, I guess because we don't have any stuff? But then how does Irvine actually have magic? Okay, I guess he has some thunder, I guess. If we were getting something other than a Gizzard, we could start drawing some other stuff and just kind of diversify our portfolio. You're gonna make me want to beat this game off camera and by myself at this rate. I'm getting to that point. For my limit break, pull the trigger with the R1. Got it? What does that mean? What do you mean, pull the trigger with the R1? Is it just like squalls? But then how am I supposed to know when to hit it? Did I do it? I was just mashing it. Got some floats. Special animation for some reason. Alright. Scan the Digimon. I'm 1000% sure that is a Digimon, and I can't remember the name of it. Such riveting gameplay. I say that as some of my favorite, all-time favorites are turn-based games. But, you know, it depends on how you do it. I can't walk 10 seconds forward. Alright, Irvine, you have a shotgun. Yeah, we have shotgun ammo. Why can't I use it? What am I missing here? I missed. Whatever. Oh, man. I'm gonna see. I wanted to check, actually. I forgot if Irvine had auto mode. Because there's no way I'm doing that shit every time. Like, I'm sure having those features for turn-based stuff would be interesting to some, like, the people that actually like Expedition 33, but not me. There's gonna be so many random battles, so much fluff, so much filler that I don't want to go through. I just don't have the time to just sit there and, you know, accurately hit the button at the exact time every single battle, no matter what. It's a big annoyance, honestly. And he doesn't have an auto mode, great. Okay. Looks cool enough of a place. A float. Let's try to get this tomb out of the way at least. Are you kidding me? I'm not on the exact pixel? Nope. That's one of the downsides of what I'm doing right now. I'm supposed to get all the way to the top, I guess? Maybe? I can't open this thing for too long or it'll open up that one menu you just saw that isn't real. I'd probably be denying it more if this was a Nintendo game. They're the ones that actually care too much about this kind of thing. I'm gonna go to the ends. Usually rooms like that, like, you know, those closed off rooms at the ends have like chests or something. So it's worth the while to check. What is this? That is obnoxious. Wow. Well, he's gonna wake up as soon as I do anything, so... I should probably organize the items while I'm looking at it. Looks pretty bad. And, enjoy Shiva for a little bit. Blast my ears out. I didn't even see how much damage that did, honestly. There's some writing, but I can't read it. I still can't find what they asked me to find. I can't take it anymore. I'm not qualified to be a seed. Well, these directions to get to the exit. Back. Forward. What? Well, we have the map. It's supposed to be... I spent all that money to get the map. I don't really need that, I think. The problem is going to be the password. I'm going to have to write it down at some point. And I'm assuming this is in reference to where we're looking and not the map. Once we get out of this godforsaken random encounter, I can check. Might as well. You know, it doesn't cost anything, you know? Might as well just draw as much as I can. Wait, what? How did the other one die and not this one? I wasn't actually looking at the screen. Oh my god, what is this? Weak against thunder, and it's always different. What an interesting monster. That thankfully doesn't actually hit that hard. Yeah, so it's all in reference to wherever you first enter the room. So I guess that's fine. Let's go to the middle. It looks odd. Yep. Literally can't interact with that. I'm gonna have to go all the way around. So that's... Might as well just go from here. Gonna leave the top one because I think that's where we're supposed to go. Oh, for fuck's sake, we gotta actually look at this from a different perspective. This sucks. Okay. Then we go straight. Take a left and then a right. What is that? Oh god, I didn't actually set up the quick save buttons. So we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Okay. New GF probably. Let's do this. Why did I forget the hotkey for quick save is different? Oh, I should have changed it. Now we're stuck here on this. Please don't do too much damage. Please. Okay, you just healed. What is this? Okay, we can out DPS that healing if it stays at like 130 something. Let's see. Sacred Earth GF. Level 19, 3000. Weak against whatever the hell that means. Recovers by power of the earth. Attacks with a large steel orb. It looks like a inverted pyramid. And poison, maybe. I think that's poison. And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's wind. I'm gonna try wind. Please don't do too much damage. Okay, you just heal. Thank God. Gives me time to think. How much was that? I didn't even get to check. Boy, do I wish this didn't have like an active timer. Or active battle system. Life. What is that? I know we just got it, but I didn't actually see it. Draw failed? Okay. Blizzard, double water float. Shell. Is it? It's not float. What the hell is float then? Does that mean earth attacks don't hit us? Sleep, silence, scan. I don't have poison. I don't have any wind. Surprisingly, not. Earth isn't gonna do anything. We don't have any earth anyway. So let's try that. He heals over time. That's disgusting. What better way to do this with GFs? Yep. I don't even see how much damage Shiva did. That's on me. He's not immune to sleep. He's immune to something else, which is rock or earth or whatever. Miss. Yeah, we're out DPSing him by a ton. This isn't gonna be an issue. What, really? I guess there's a round 2. What does that do? Nothing. This map also doesn't make any sense the more I look at it. But we're gonna keep going. Alright, so that's right, straight, right, straight, right. As soon as I get done with this, of course. No weaknesses, nothing? Okay. I was gonna hit it with something big and it'll fall over. Which means no physical attacks. I look away for a second because there's no UI blip. Oh, but he died anyway. Okay, never mind. Looking at my phone for a second. Nobody's watching anyway. Okay, how are we doing? Not too good. Yep, that must have been the thing we just did. And I guess we're gonna do something here, and it's gonna let us go to the middle, maybe? Or not. Low. Again. I guess it's important for something. Why is selfie all the way at the bottom? Why isn't it sorted by party member? Wow, level 26. God damn. Compatibility. Does that mean anything? Not that I can see some of the numbers, mind you. I guess it's who it's been with the most. That would make sense. Or maybe not. I don't know what that means. I guess. I wish there was a way to tell you what the GF abilities are, too. So I don't have to actually use it in the battle just to try it out and then waste my time. Because we're gonna get this, this Guardian or whatever at some point. Hello? Can I interact? It did something. And we're not gonna know what the hell it is. Okay, let's try to get to the middle. Which is literally straight. Oh, there's no way there anyway. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get a code out of all this. Maybe if I go back to this room. Okay. Hidden area? What did we even do? What is that? Why would you even let me go back there? Okay. Let's try going back into the middle now, I guess. Maybe that did something. There's actually nowhere else we can go. It's this or nothing. It's this or I'm looking up the code and I'm going back without the GF. Oh god, it's you guys. That was a lot of damage. Jeez. I thought we were gonna have to be here all day. What? What am I supposed to be doing now? There's no point in going back to the middle, or to the top. Please don't tell me I have to float. I assumed there was a reason you'd give it to me, but it's like, what does the float even mean? There is no magic description at all in this game. Well, for the most part, I mean, floats. Okay, but what fucking floats? What am I supposed to do here? Do I just leave? I've activated everything that I could activate. Unless that one guy is gonna ambush me, that's not the way. As soon as I try to leave, and then that's gonna be the end of it, somehow. Also, what the fuck is the perspective on this? I think that's the correct way anyway. Man, I really don't want to do this. Well, whatever. I don't even know what the perspective is now. Let's check. Let's check the rooms in sequence again. We just came out of the one on the left. Lo and behold, there's nothing here. Supposed to be looking for some student or a number, so I guess the student's ID or something like that. But I haven't seen a single interactable that's actually looks to be like an interactable, you know what I mean? Like, I clicked on the stuff on the wall just, you know, by force of habit, because it also just doesn't make any sense. And cool, we got the water, but, you know, now what? Like, what am I supposed to do? We're not leaving here until I get that ID and at least, you know, get the GFs. I'm just gonna mash X. You know, maybe I'll stumble into like an interactable that I just can't see at all. Because nothing here looks interactable. That's my problem. I ain't got time for this, I'll be honest with you. Give me any enemy except for these two morons. Let's hope for a one-hit kill again. Alright. There's like nothing out here. I gotta heal. Not particularly. And look, we're 10 hours in now. And that's interactable, but you know, you can't do anything with it. It looks a little animated, that's why. The thing of the floor. Well, we haven't seen the one guy again, so... try going to the drawbridge thing. I mean, I'm guessing, like, I can't float. Oh my god, I got turned around. I can't float. And, okay, where are we? The water is not coming down. I'm assuming... No, this is not it. I'm assuming the thing we just activated is a bridge. We checked everything. There's no way through. Oh, great. No way of getting that 1 GF. I don't know... I'm gonna circle, go through every entrance to the middle. And if nothing happens, then I'm just gonna leave. And maybe he'll show up that way. got something. The GF learned something. Are we possibly going the right way? Nothing. Well, we've been from every angle, I think. Let's go from the bottom angle. I think this would be it. What the fuck is this, and why was this not? Why could I not see this from the other sides? That would have made this a whole lot more easier. Oh, screw easier. It would have made this actually make sense. Oh, look at this guy. Still haven't found the guy's, like, ID or whatever. My big bro is with me. Now's your chance to run away, man. Bro. Yeah, bro. What am I fighting? What goofiness am I fighting right now? I don't have any wind, so I'm just gonna avoid earth attacks altogether. But just in case, I'm gonna scan Big Bro. That's a lot of healing. It's a lot of fucking healing for no reason. Well, I mean, it's doubled than last time. That actually kind of sucks. He's got kind of the same stuff. I was gonna go now. Let's see what float does. That looks so stupid. Come on, attacks. Damn it, not what I wanted to do. Shit. Can we out DPS that? I mean, that's like 100 something, and then the other guy was healing like 300. Although he's not healing now, so I'm guessing the float stops that from happening. That's why it was so important. We're just gonna have to eat these multiple animations of the GFs because there's no way to skip them or turn them off. Oh yeah, they're not healing through a lot of GF damage. Isn't this kind of broken? In that sense? Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Only selfie was a little bit quicker. What the fuck? What the fuck? No revive, is there? No. And she doesn't use any items. Oh well. Well, the next time you see me is when we actually beat these guys. Because, you know, not having checkpoints is a failure of the game designer. Oh well. Till next time, I guess. Next time we do the stream, like I said, we'd have beaten this whole area. I'm not even going to show any of it. So, I'm going to go also record, or maybe just try to finish Fire Emblem Echoes. Try to get back to where we were so I can keep recording that much better game. But until then, goodbye.